Hey guys, it's Micah here. I just wanted to share some things that I've been learning recently. The Christian aspect of life, not knowing what God is doing all the time. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. Or it's been relevant that God gives and He takes away, and sometimes in life you have to ask Him to take something away. He'll give you the choice to, well, I don't know if He would take it away anyway, but there have been instances where I had to ask Him to take something away because it wasn't helpful for me, and He quickly worked it out and did that. Sometimes, of course, you ask Him to give, and then He'll give it. Sometimes He won't, and sometimes it doesn't make sense, or sometimes it'll delay. But I also read something where sometimes we're focused on the giving too much and not the taking. And I guess I feel like I've experienced the taking. It's ironic because I asked Him to take something away recently and then couldn't take the fact that it was taken away. Felt like it had to happen. I feel like He sometimes does that. He could be doing so many things at once, but I felt like He wanted me to be content if I only had Him. He wanted me to be content if He stripped me of, what I had. For example, if all I had was, one friend or something like that, if He took that away, would I be okay? Would I be okay with just Him, Would I be okay in the desert if all I had was God? So that's kind of what I've been learning. Because He gave, I enjoyed something, and then I guess He took it away, and I can tell that it's something He probably won't give back, and sometimes He'll replace it. I feel like the thing that He took away something and then replaced it with some, it feels like the exact same kind of thing, basically. Maybe a better thing. I don't know. He knows exactly what I need and what's right for me. So I just, when it hit me, I was like, no way. His Majesty literally just replaced this thing in the way that it was. And I don't want to be ahead of myself, but yeah, sometimes we just have to press into Him in those seasons where He takes away and it hurts. But I also found it fascinating that there are some things God will never take away that He gave us. He gave us Jesus, and He'll never take that blessing away, that He died on the cross, and once we have eternal life, He'll never, once we believe in Jesus and receive that gift of eternal life, He'll never take it away. I just found that fascinating, that while God gives and takes some things away, there's some things that He gives and never will take away, But you have to take what He gives in a way. You can't reject that eternal life offering and things like that. Sometimes God has to take something away if it starts to be in the way of Him, or if it's just harmful for you to begin with. I feel like the thing that He most recently took away was, sometimes I just don't, I guess I didn't respond to having, I was struggling to handle it, So I just asked Him to take it away because I felt like I couldn't take it. And obviously, as I just mentioned, I couldn't take that He took it away. And that was an indication of my heart, that not only my heart wasn't ready for it to be taken away, but also my heart wasn't able to handle having it in the first place, even though, it was an enjoyable time while it lasted, So there's two things there. How I told you He just replaced that. It's just crazy. You never know exactly what He's doing, but it's always something wild. Not wild, but profound. And it's always ultimately for your benefit. It hurt when he stripped it, but I feel like this is something like him stripping it. It was something that must pass. It had to happen. It had to pass. There was no way around it. Because yeah, some things that I hold on to, it's crippling, and yeah, it just paralyzing, and it just creates all this unnecessary mental nonsense. Not mental health problems, but it just wears you down. What have you learned in seasons where God has given you something and then taken it away? How do you respond? Do you believe it's His will be done? Are you able to handle when He gives you something or takes it away? How do you manage it? So if you're ever holding on to something and you feel like God takes it away, or even if you weren't necessarily holding on to it, it was just something that was so valuable to you, just press into God and He'll heal you. I'm feeling better already. This more recent instance, the closure, its wrap up, it's just been so much quicker than last time. I guess the previous instance it took several months. I feel like I've made so much quicker progress in just 3 weeks. Like that instance, maybe from September to March, and now here, mid-April to now. So I guess when you deal with things, it prepares you to be stronger later. He strengthens you for later situations so you can help others and comfort others. I was just more ready for this one, and the initial part was not any less painful per se, but like I was able to, he helped me deal with it quicker because I already had kind of dealt with something like it, already had learned about, whether holding something too tight or putting someone on a pedestal and whatnot, and just having to give it to God and live with an open hand, So that's what I've been learning about God giving and taking away. So yeah, tell me what you learned about that in your seasons. If you're a believer dealing with, and you've dealt with things like that, tell me what you've learned. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. This is MiCalling Vlogs, and I'll catch you later.